Well, hello everybody, welcome back to Squid Junction 44. Comet versus Nightmare is up next, and it is grand finals. How are you feeling about this one?
Nightmare feels a little bit woozy. You know, Comet vs Nightmare was a match we just saw later on in the day with winner finals, and I didn't go Nightmare's way. I'll be honest with you, definitely did not go Nightmare's way. But with them, with maybe a renewed vigor and you know, getting a bit back of their composure, maybe they got something against Comet they can throw. You know, Stock has been really good at like running around the map and just giving them a run for their money, and Phony just being a very strong kind of anchor, allowing them to play around the map more so because of how much turfing they got. I gotta give it to them. Comet is really giving Nightmare a run for their money, but we might see a return to it. I want to see the original cast go back at it. That is what I really want to see.
Black Zones, Hagglefish. No, tower control Hagglefish. And it's okay, yeah. I
feel
keep
like
going on with this joke. I hate it so
yeah,
much.
yeah, we were in on a Splat Zone Hagglefish into tower control, Undertow Spillway, and then Clan Blitz Museum with Alfonso. So
Yeah,
we're gonna see if we can get into the other two matches, and more so we can get a reset. But
Maybe.
let's hold on to your seats first. We got the first game to go about before that. Splat Zones on Hagglefish Market. Let's see the lineup here.
We got the Gal coming out. I love seeing
Oh,
Gal
there we
here.
go. The ballpoint is back in the game as well.
Ballpoint with the double splash. We love to see it. Love to see a little bit unique comps from just the double splashy double machine lineup. We get to see it now, and now we see all those crabs are popping
up.
here. There comes that first crab in here from Comet, and there comes that Kraken. There comes the Tri-Strike.
Ooh, that's really fast.
Completely, Blue gets taken out there. And we do see that Kraken able to just apply a little to space, and they want to try to for another Kraken.
All I'm saying is that Comet really is going strong on that aggressive play, and once again, but you know what? Something funny here is that Comet didn't really make a lot out of it other than controlling the zone, which is very good on the side of Nightmare. This time they have a chance to take it back, but it looks like Comet is taking one for the count here.
And now 2 down on the side of Nightmare. This is a bit risky for them, as now the clock's ticking. Blue gets taken out there by that jump there. And we do see Stalk trying to take out whoever they can there. Joe just hanging on there. And with just so much ticking, there looks like Comet's going to be going down into their 30s now. And they're able to keep up that pressure. There comes that crab there, but it instantly gets cancelled. That's going to be huge. Tri-Strike coming in there. There comes that Kraken as well. And they are just trying to hang on. Comet, their points are ticking. And soon enough, they're going to be down into the single digits. The machine gets taken out. There comes that Blue Bomb. This is their last point to push in here. There comes that Blue Bomb.
They might be able to go back.
And there is the take.
There we go. Nicely done in retaking it. But do you see something on the back there? Stop coming in from the back, clearing out Palu here. And that means they've lost that ankle. A suction bomb to the face now. That's for 2 for Joe. And that's a clean wipe out for the rest of the team. Wiping it square. But 78 points they have to clear out before they can win the game for sure. This might be a good chance for them to recompose themselves and get at it. Nightmare is in a good position to try and retake this if they just play it slow.
With the Tri-Strike coming in, trying to just give them any kind of room that they can there. Trying to hang on there. Storm gets taken out. Just Comet is doing such a great job, even though they're outnumbered. Getting those picks to try to even out the score is amazing for them. And we do see that Kraken coming in there, trying to cut this on. They're taking out Palu's going to be huge. They're 2 down on the side of Nightmare. And that Kraken just coming in, trying to wipe everybody out. But that's going to be 3 down on the side of Comet, and they have to be careful now.
Yeah, indeed. They have to definitely be careful as we look around here the corner here. Dill is being covered by that splash wall. Very nicely done for the side of Dill here. And this is great teamwork coming in. They have control. They just need to slowly, you know, inch their way to like denying that zone altogether. That's all they need to do rather than forcing it too hard now. I mean, they were aggressive at the start, but with 3 specials, they can just pop bit by bit and slowly get in. A Kraken is popped out. We do see a Tri-Strike coming as well.
And they're able to take that zone before any big damage is done there. 3v3 on the board. Stalk gets taken out. That's going to be huge. 3 down the side.
Ooh,
Nightmare. I mean, Comet. And Nightmare is able to stay alive. And they definitely do have a chance to win this match.
You know, man, I think we're a little bit used to Comet being on the blue side of things. You know, it's kind of easier to remember, right?
True.
Yeah, but okay, enough talk about that. Palu is definitely doing what Palu does best, and that is inking the goddamn term. They're holding their ground there and allowing them to
have
make
Inkjet jump scare. Inkjet jump scare.
Inkjet jump scare.
There it is. But all the specials being popped, they can't get a pick there. And it looks like they're just barely hanging on there. They get the trade with stock
1 for 1
on the side of Nightmare. And now Comet able to keep that zone. And now they're going to have to be painting up there, making sure there's nobody sharking. It's going to be crucial to whoever's going to win this game. With just a minute 22 left. And the counter is ticking. Comet is staying so strong on this map.
Yeah, but don't forget, it was also because Nightmare was able to push them back for that one-shot moment and they had to go through this nonsense of having to clear a lot more time than they need to. So that's really good on them. They were able to take picks here and there, and it is Nightmare's time to hold their ground. They're pushing in for another 60 points if they want to make something work here, but they've got something going. They've got the time. They just need to wait it out. Palu taking a pick on Zero Rapid here and now calling out to see whether he can get deal out for the zones, and he's not able to.
They're able to paint up the Tri-Strikes coming in there to try to cap the zone. Palu's doing a great job of painting there. Stock gets taken out. Now it's a 3v3. The penalty is up, and Nightmare has the points now. They are taking. There comes that Booyah Bomb. Kind of a thick angle there, but they do cap it just in time, giving Nightmare a 39 penalty, giving them a little more time to move with. But the Gogi taking me out of 2 down on the side of Nightmare. Now it's just Palu alive, and Comet paints
And that's not good. Oh no!
Time.
Trading out with Zero Rapid here, but that's not what you want to be at the moment. You definitely want to be able there. That it was your anchor. You have lost that. Zero Rapid is just going to go Tri-Strike and just push in, not letting it come back. Unfortunately for them, Nightmare loses out on this round. A hard fought coming from them. They needed Palu on that point for as long as they could, and unfortunately just slipping off their hands by a little bit.
And to start off the set, Comet, as the winning dominating team, takes the pick. Nightmare, they have a bit to do if they want to win this set. They need to at least take these next 3 games, change it into a bracket reset, and do what they do best, which is painting. They've been so good at painting the map and getting control, but Comet's just been getting an upper edge with all the picks that they're getting. And especially with the next map, Undertow, a little bit less paint than something like Haggle, but this could be Comet's time to shine, as Comet is shown to really know how to get those picks here. And if Comet wins this, they'll just have 1 more until they win the game.
Well, definitely gonna see how Nightmare goes about this, because still got a little bit in them. They still got that little bit of gas in them to, like, you know, push forward. I mean, we take a look at their overall lineup. There's a very big reason why they have like a giant roster to play with, right? They have to be able to swap with their teammates if need be. And I believe that, you know, at some point you might have to consider swapping out, because like, yes, the composition is strong coming in there, right? Double splash into a ballpoint followed by, you know, anything that can really go ham on them. The machine is good, but it's not working out. It really ends up Palu holding her ground on her own, and there's no one to really cover Palu, and it's really painful to see.
Yeah, and you know, they've been so strong just getting the turf that they need here, but it's just the picks that really matter now, because if they just paint over, there's nothing Palu can really do in that situation. And now waiting for these teams to ready up for this next match, this is really going to decide who's the dominating team of this set.
And don't forget, this match is, or at least this entire round that we're having for Grand Final, determines who is the winner for Squid Junction 44. They have to try their best here. Comet is just so dominant right now, and Nightmare wants to hold that position of one of the best teams in the region.
And here we have it, Tower Control, Undertow, Spillway to start off this game. We see a little bit of a comp change. We do see the Squeezer coming out this time, so a little bit more of a aggressive route other than painting route, but it's okay since it's Undertow. We do see that double slashing coming out from Nightmare, which I love to see.
Well, Joe this time going on a tri-slosher again with that mist here. He might be able to make some plays, already just locking them out despite having control of the area, and this is really good because now they're able to push in, control a bit more turf, and allow themselves to make forward with the tower. With the help of Palu and the crab here, you can definitely see why this is working out for them.
And right away you see Storm picking up the tower, trying to start off this pusher, getting the pick off of Zero, getting into that checkpoint 1 is going to be huge for them.
Beautifully executed here. It looks like Nightmare has a very good start moving forward. They've got something going now.
Now that they have that crab ready, they have the Booyah Bomb ready. They're trying to push in there. There comes that Jet the specials. Really nice outplay from Nightmare, but they're gonna get thrown out from those tri-strikes. Just trying to get past that checkpoint, but they are
Storm sees it.
Or the Storm gets taken out there, and that's gonna reset that checkpoint. Victory remaining, but a good push from Nightmare to start off the game.
Yeah, I mean 50 points on the board, you already pushed halfway there. Not too bad, especially you're almost breaking it though. Catching stock off just like that means you got a chance to move in. You're not too afraid of anyone trying to flank you, so maybe make a play from there on. Joe is going to just try and turf a little bit area and try to get back into the fray here once he finds a good chance to go in.
And now we see that Gal. The double's gonna be huge now, and Comet has a chance to pick up the tower. They have the turf that they need here. We do see Stalk grabbing that tower onto that checkpoint. Nightmare, they have a crab ready. They have that crab to defend with, and they have that Tri-Slasher special ready. And they are past checkpoint 1, moving in for these next few points are gonna be huge. There comes that Booyah Bomb. We do see the jet coming in there. Joe, but they're able to just live on there. Zero gets taken out there. But they are reaching that next checkpoint. And we do see Stalk taking them out there.
Oh man, come
and now
on!
it looks like there's the retake. There's that lead for them. Able to pass checkpoint 2 just before being taken out. But Nightmare is staying strong in that defense, not letting them get any farther. And it's not going to be a super strong lead, but they still have that checkpoint to go through.
Oh no, Comet once again taking a small little lead that could potentially push them over. But Nightmare just does not want to give this up. They have a chance here. It's not as big as like the Splat Zones map that we were playing on. And this time, you know, they have to try for it. Joe coming in from the back, trying to make a flank here and try to pick them off. Nicely done. And he now has the team to the side here. Maybe to move on. Squeezer also on standby with his special. But then again, we got Cat Fortress and the Booyah Ball on standby.
And there comes that crab. They're Storm pushing in on checkpoint 2. They are not going to let them have this easily. But they are able to clear it just as the crab is getting popped there. And they take the lead there. The crabs are getting caught. There comes that Booyah Bomb. And they are
here we go.
in down to that next checkpoint. Comet trying to just get them out of the way. Their splash is down. And they get past checkpoint 3. And
Nicely done.
Now 2 down instead of Nightmare. Comet wants to try to get them out of the way, and they do exactly that. 3 down on the side of Nightmare, and Comet still stays in the game, not letting Nightmare get this KO.
Unfortunately, this ain't 1-2 buckle my shoes. If they had King here with that Splat Roller, that Bubbler would have nicely, you know, put them in a solid victory right there. But looks like we're gonna make do without Bubbler for now, but they are able to take a commanding lead now, and this is going to be their chance to shine. They need to just take picks left and right without getting picked off on their own. Sounds simple enough, but Nightmare's having a little bit of a hard time right now.
They have a few specials on the lineup. They see Storm. They need to get Storm out of the way. There comes that Booyah Bomb. There comes that Booyah Bomb combo there. And we do see Palu going down there. And Zero's going to be grabbing that tower there. They have 2 specials on the side of Nightmare. There's that crab pop. This is going to be huge. They want to outweight that pop. But they are pushing in strong. The fizzy bomb's being thrown. There comes that Booyah Bomb. They need to get off the tower. There comes that Tri-Strike to try to clear them. Pony just hangs on. And this is going to be huge.
No. You have to make it work. 39 points, slowly counting down to that 12 marker. Remember what you're fighting for, Nightmare. Grand finals, hold on to that point. They lost the tower. Thank goodness they had to pick up Duke here. And now they're able to reclaim the tower. Thank goodness for them. They have 30 seconds on the clock to hold on still. They have to try whatever they can right now. Specials on the board here. Losing that Crab Fortress is going to hurt, but they've got another one up and running on the side of Storm.
And now, with 10 seconds left on the clock, Nightmare was just shown to be so strong in this one, but they still do have a chance. Comet pushing in.
3, 2, 1. Yeah, now into overtime. The Crab's on the point. He's holding on to the tower as much as he can.
And now they're gonna get taken out. They're down on the side of Comet.
Pick up. One pick up. That's it. That's it. Nightmare picks it back up.
Takes the tower, tying it up 1-1 to Comet.
A fantastic play coming in the side of Nightmare with that second push, pushing all the way to 12 points from what seemed to be only 50. And, you know, we thought that, you know, it was over, right? 47 points on the side of Comet. Comet's gonna find a way back at it. And no! Nightmare showed them their greatest fear has yet to be realized yet. They're getting sleepy, Comet. They gotta wake up a little bit if they want to get another fight at this, another jab at Nightmare.
And now, Comet. They know that Nightmare knows that they can take games off of Comet. So now knowing that information, will they use that as motivation to get these next 2 games? Or will Comet say, hey, we gotta be focused here and we'll just take these next 2 games and win the set?
No, kind of like how you're setting up. Like how you're setting it up. Nightmare really have that confidence boost from that one game. You're right. You're gonna try and make it work. But here's the thing, man. I mean, really, just think about it real quick.
There's always gotta be things.
Nah, there's always gotta be things. Proud of my job. But Comet knows what Nightmare's running. It's more or less the same composition, right? A double splash. Maybe Joe's on like a sloshing machine or a tri-slosher. And then you have Palu, who's most likely the anchor of the team, right? Going either as the penetrated ballpoint splatling or, you know, anything else that can really control turf much better while still giving herself a little bit of a defensive way to fight back, right? With that knowledge in hand, don't you think Comet has a very solid understanding of like what to do here?
And going into, now we're getting a little bit deeper into this grand final fight, going into game 3. This is kind of like our midpoint to see who will really stand up on top and take this next game. And right away we see the splash on Nightmare going down and Comet trying to make an effort to push back in.
Right, and indeed we do see Palu trying his best with the Inkjet, but nothing. No avail there. Zero Rapid is now gonna just take at it and go for a pot shot at Minor here, and also Jewel. Nicely done.
And now right away we do see Zero. They have that Booyah Bomb. They're 2 down on the side of Nightmare. And they have the control. There comes that Booyah Bomb. They want Nightmare out of the way. They want as much space as possible. Throwing Palu off of that top point. There comes those Tri-Strikes.
Nicely done.
Able to pick out the machine.
They can go for it. They can go for it.
There it is. There's to start off the game with a... Wait, what? I thought they got that in.
Yeah, they got it in. What? Whoa, what happened?
What? Wait, can we get a clip on that?
Yeah, can we get a clip of that? No, there's no way. I definitely saw it ram in, but you know what? That's totally fine. It's fine because it's going to go in back and forth, and that is going to be it. But do not worry, as we do take a look bit by bit. It is trying. They're trying to make another push at it. They got it already, so don't worry about it.
And now there comes that Booyah Bomb to throw them off, and now they just have to try to just play this as close as possible. Palu gets a pick with a jet. We've seen how good Palu is on the jet, and Comet needs to be wary of that.
But take a look at what's really happening all in all, as we do see a lot of turf being, you know, slightly divided, but pushing towards the side of Comet bit by bit. They do have the power clamp on standby though, and I think the only saving grace is that they did not make any push into it, which is unfortunate, but also for the side of Nightmare, it means they have a chance to take a return here, slowly moving in and inching their way in. They have no specials, but you know what? They don't need it. They just need to play slow. They need to find their chance and bite it.
And now that they have the machine ready, there comes that Kraken from Comet. And they need to just throw them off as much as possible. 2 down on the side of Nightmare. And this is a chance for Comet to take up the clams. Trying to just take up mid, take whatever they can.
Right, indeed. And as they try their best here, trying to make something work. Showing, like, lobbing all of that burst bombs here. Trying to make some headways. Bit by bit, that turf, it's not getting any bigger. If you do see Joe just trying his best to hold on the side of Palu here, and there's nothing that can stop them. They're about to lose that power clamp here, and they have to hold on to it just a little bit longer. As they do make that first attempt, Comet is going in for a double power clamp.
Down to 60 with 2 minutes left. I mean, we're 3 minutes into this match, and we've only seen just one push from Comet. So Nightmare, they know how good they are on defense, and they have to think of something to really start pushing there. There comes that Inkjet again from Palu. 1 down on the side of Comet, 2 down, and this is a chance. There comes that Kraken. They want to throw them off, but it looks like they're going in. There comes that Super Clam in, but the Kraken is not just in time.
They have to try it. I mean, they've got it. Nightmare's already dead. There's no point not trying, but bit by bit, one by one, going down, straggling in, and not letting out. Palu has to head back, because remember, Palu is the anchor. He needs a tough ground for his team to move in. And unfortunately for them, they are 14 points short.
Now Zero painting up. They know they need that paint. And there comes that Kraken. I mean, Kraken. The crab from Nightmare. Trying to just take as much control as they can. There comes another crab. And the specials are coming in there. 2 down on the side of Comet. And this is Nightmare's chance to take the lead. They
There we
are
go.
able to get that
Chance.
claim, and they're down to 67. They have a bunch
Two more,
more
two
to
more.
use.
And they got the lead.
But they are able to get the lead just in time with a minute left in the match. We do see that Kraken try to take out whoever they can. It's not the biggest lead, but it's a lead, and they have it. With 45 seconds, if Nightmare can just keep this up, they can take game 2.
I mean, let me be fair here. Nightmare has proven that they can beat Comet, and now they're showing that again, they have a small lead. That's all they need. They need to hold on to it and bit by bit go in. Palu is now taken out, unfortunately, which means we're gonna see a lot of yellow on the map for a while.
We're going to see a lot of yellow for the rest of this match with just 20 seconds remaining here. The Booyah Bomb coming in, just barely hanging on, 2 down, and there comes that Crab trying to take out another
no.
one. Just barely hanging on, Joe gets taken out there, 2 down on the side of Nightmare. This is a chance for them to
One
push
chance,
in.
one chance.
They need the specials, and with 1 down, they need the space to move back in here. They have 2 super guns. They can take this game, and there comes that crack in there, but it gets canceled.
One.
And they
Oh,
jump
it's
out.
overtime. They have a chance here. A
But
jump
they're trying
to
to
a shoot.
go
Is
for
it a
it.
score? Is it a score?
Get it in it.
They
But
break
now
it. They
it's
just need
time.
one. They just need one. They're defending it as hard as they can. There was the only one remaining who could try to go for it. I don't see where the last member is, and I think that's it.
And Nightmare taking game 3 over Comet, and they just need 1 more game to take us into a bracket reset.
Oh, this is turning spicy. Comet really wants that win, but Nightmare really showing you how they got it. I mean, it's like their whole team has a last-ditch effort, and it's just holding on for the last, like the grand finals before they activate it, you know.
And now, I mean, now this is up to Comet. If Comet wins these next 2, they can take it home.
It's my point! 10 minutes!
Right. I'm gonna cry.
That
But
Okay. Here is the current situation, Matt.
yes, you explain it to me.
I feel like I was going to do like the for $1 million. We do see the teams now. We're not doing that. Right now, we are in a situation where Nightmare needs to win 1 game in order to get a bracket reset. Comet has proven they were able to sweep, and this might be really dangerous moving in. Comet needs to win 2 right now, back to back, in order to claim their victory on what is Squid Junction 44. But Squid Junction 44 could extend 1 more game, and honestly, it'd be painful to see how this plays out. Both teams are really strong. All the best to both of you. I cannot pick a favorite. I do have one. I will not say it, to be honest, but they've got something going. They've got something going. But can we see a game 5 is the more important thing.
And we want to see a game 5. That's what we want to see. And heading into tower control on MakoMart. If Comet wins this, that's going to put Nightmare on the edge here. But going into this match, this could be a potential bracket reset, or it could lead us into another game. The comms are out. We do see the ballpoint coming out from Nightmare. I love the ballpoint. And the teams are going in for the tower. Let's see what they can pull off.
Well, what they can pull off is, first of all, getting enough control on their end. That ink economy has to be on their favor here if they want to make anything work. As they slowly try to inch their way forward, it looks like Comet is making a very, very strong push. Once again, like they're always doing. Joe knocked out for the count there, and all they have to do now is take the tower and push forward. 2 on the side here, coming in, total 3 out, and now the tower is sitting pretty.
And now Comet pushing right in here down to checkpoint 1. They're on the tower. They're gaining those points. They have the Booyah Bomb ready. They pop the Booyah Bomb, trying to move Nightmare out of the way to try to just get a few more points. Their Blue gets taken out there. And now they're moving in right to the second checkpoint with Crab able to support them from the back there. There comes that Kraken there.
Oh, the Kraken coming in strong.
Huge. Down to that second checkpoint. This machine goes down there. And the clock is ticking. They get past checkpoint 2. That's going to be huge. The Eject trying to come in. They take him out 2 down on the side of Comet. But they push at their checkpoint right as they get taken out. A huge push from Comet to start off the game.
I mean, this is kind of like Comet's whole shtick. I mean, we've seen it, right? They go in with like 4 specials early on, and then they just make a commanding lead, and all they do is play slow. Because, you know, they're preying on the fact that they have to push now. And like that, Comet is once again very dominant in terms of their starting game. But can they hold back all the way to the end? That is the question we have.
And now it looks like Comet has map control. They have a chance here. And going in here, they have that crab. But Nightmare has been able to just show how well their defense is. So let's see if they can really just pull this off there with 3 minutes remaining. Nightmare hasn't been able to get room to push in here. But Comet has been so aggressive and it's worked so well for them. But right there, that could change everything with the Paloo. The triple coming in there, that's going to be huge. Nightmare, this is their chance to get a good push in.
Right, trying for the best right now. Nightmare is now on the tower and they have a lot of turf control right now. They just need to hold on to as much as they can. Paloo sitting on the tower pretty in checkpoint 1.
Able to clear really fast, but look from behind, the ballpoint getting taken out there. That's going to delay them a little bit. It gives them more time for the Kraken to come in here. But they're still getting points. The Crab getting thrown off the tower. That's going to be huge there. The Buoy Bomb coming in there. The Crab noticing the Buoy Bomb. They lose the tower. 2 down on the side of Comet. And Nightmare keeping up their push.
Very nicely done here. Of course, not the best thing to happen as they do not want to lose any members here. This push is going to be a very hard one indeed. As now they have popped out Inkjet here to try and restore balance to what is their very strong push moving forward. 35 points to 14 points. They're slowly counting it down. Checkpoint 2 is done. They're a little bit headway here. Nightmare may take this bracket reset. But no, lock out. They lost the lead unfortunately. Comet now has to make a hard push back if they want to make anything work.
Miner trying to get back up to the tower. They clear the checkpoint, and it looks like with 3 down on the side of Comet, Nightmare takes the win, and we, ladies and gents, are going to be heading into Squid Junction 44 bracket reset.
Oh man, I'm shivering here. I'm getting the shiver tippers, and I don't know how to tell you about this, man. But they've got it. They've got a chance at this. Comet was giving them a chance for that reset so we can see more games. You know, I see you, Comet. You're not a little bit sneaky, but we can make something work.
Well, let's see what these two games. Let's get back. Whatever. Anyways, heading into this bracket reset is going to be huge for these two teams. I mean, given that they're all, it's almost 1 a.m.
Okay, you know what?
Still going strong.
I have an idea. They can do this, right? But in the end, there'll definitely be one winner. My question is, can our teams do it in 10 minutes?
Let's see. Maybe.
You know, at this point, I think it's fair to say to everyone in chat who's watching, whether it's Squid or a kid or an Octoling, that it boils down more so to speed. Comet has very commanding early game start, and Nightmare is able to pull it back at the very end. So, what I'm putting down here is the timer for them. 10 minutes, 3 games. If they're able to rush them hard, there's a chance Comet can win. But remember, if you look at the maps right now, none of them were Rainmaker, a map mode that takes a lot of practice, patience to move in because you lose one of your specials, right? Which is something that they cannot afford. Comet needs to take games that aren't Rainmaker. They have a shot at this if they just hard rush all of them. That is my prediction. 10 minutes. What do you think, man?
I mean, you know, going into this final game, it's going to be really, really exciting to see what these two teams have to offer. And I mean, it's just been given it their all. And
yeah, I mean, definitely, they have to try their best here.
I mean, when you're really at this point where you're going into this bracket reset, I mean, it's just the winners don't really no longer have an advantage. It's gone to just if you're it really just with winning with just losing in that in the first grand final, say going into the bracket reset. Now you really have to be careful because now at this point it's anyone's game, and these next 5 games will decide everything that's going forward.
Tell me about it. And now we're just kind of waiting on their bans here. And but if you are here, support Dapple Productions. Got good games coming for you. And of course, any subsequent games, you know you're gonna have a good Valentine. With our maps already on standby, I can name it out to you. You don't have to know what the maps are all, but I will just read it out. First, we have Rainmaker on Inkblot Art Academy, Climb Bits on Scorch Gorge, Flat Zones on Museum, the Alfonsino, Rainmaker Hagglefish Market, Climb Blitz on Manta Maria. So Rainmaker already on the first one is kind of a no-go when it comes to my prediction, right? We want to make this in 10 minutes, maybe a little bit 8 under now. No particular reason why there's a time limit, but let's go with it. But this looks like Nightmare has to be the one to try and clean up the crew. You know, they have to sweep it up.
And it all comes
Down to this, yeah.
I'm
That's
not
it.
repeating myself, but I mean that's
Grand finals. I mean, this is grand finals. They want to win this.
you know, it's intense. You wanna win this? You gotta earn it.
You wanna be a squid or you wanna be a quid? You wanna be a
You're a squid. No.
You're a winner or you're not.
You're a squid.
winner
You're
or
a kid.
not.
You're a squid. You're a kid. You're a squid. You're a kid. You're a squid now. I'm going insane.
Yeah, alright. I mean, like, don't need to be mentally stable for any longer. We're gonna get to our next match in just a bit. Right now, they're loading up, and we're gonna get to see their comps. There we go. There we go. That's Daddy Jan coming in clutch there. But no change to any of the players. They're going strong on this one. And we do see a dualies coming in here. Very interesting pick at such a late stage here coming from Comet. I think they're just going hard on this one with last ditch effort as well. They're planning to run this down all the way. And that is not what I expected, because you know I thought they were gonna go in for like the I'm gonna run fast and hard. And already we do see Comet again, turf control number 1. Turf control number 1. And they made their way out of there.
And now right away 2 down Sudden Nightmare. Comet strong. I didn't even notice the dualies and the T-Tech. Definitely a bit of a different comp in coming in here, but it's working because they clear that first checkpoint with just 30 seconds 2 down on the Sudden Nightmare. And they're going right into their badge, trying to take complete control there. We do see Palu getting taken down there. They pick up that Rainmaker. They want to just keep up this push as much as possible, get as many points as the board. They're really going to be desperate for this.
Oh, they got stopped. That means they can push in again. Trying their best here. Rainmaker is down. Unfortunately, 3 on the side of Comet. Out for the count. Ten attack is on standby here. And they have their specials ready to launch as need be. But they've got to wait it out. Strike coming in here, and like we said, that special was already on standby. They pick up Bill, and that is beautifully. Zero Rapid also coming from the corner, and that is clean and simple.
And now, going into this, I mean, the Rainmaker reset. You know, Nightmare, they have the chance to have that map control, but they still have to go through that checkpoint, and a huge advantage that Comet has on them. So it's going to be a hard push, but Nightmare can definitely pull this off here. And they're going to be picking up that Rainmaker. There goes that Blue Bomb. It's going to get shredded, but it looks like they could just barely break through that checkpoint before being taken out.
Ooh, and here we go, cleaning it up. Nicely done. They come around the corner and they do pick up the Inkjet, but that's not all. They now have the Rainmaker on standby, and they're able to just, you know, wait it out. That's what they're going to do. They have the Rainmaker, they have their lead, they don't have to force it.
I know the Rainmaker reset. They have that map control. There comes the Tri-Strikes. There comes that Booyah Bomb. 3 minutes on the clock there. And Nightmare is trying to find the room to push back in there. They have that Rainmaker pop. And they're just getting pushed back there. Joe able to get that trade there. But it's not going to be a good trade here. The Crab coming in there trying to stop them. The Booyah Bomb shredding the Crab completely. And Nightmare, they are now gaining some points there. Trying to push in. What can they do now to really make this work? They have a bit of map control to their advantage. But Nightmare and Comet, they're both just throwing these bombs at each other. There comes the Tri-Strike there, just exchanging blows at this point. If Comet just can keep up the bomb spam, they might be able to take this here. But the Jet coming in here, the Machine, getting the trade, that's going to be big. Storm just not finding a good spot to push back in here.
Nightmare slowly bit by bit moving in. Storm is the only one who's just sitting in the back line, pretty holding it down, and they have the opportunity to go in with a nice wipeout here into the Rainmaker. And this is the first game of our reset. Nightmare going in strong for this one. It looks like Comet is on the back foot now, but I've got words.
You know, now it's if Nightmare wins these next 2, it's over. And Comet, they still have a little bit to go if they really want to win this, now that the tables have turned on them. So now heading into Clan with Scorch Gorge, we could be seeing a lot from these two teams.
Right. But what do you think is going to be the lineup here?
I mean, we could be seeing a lot, but I feel like we might be seeing another inkjet, not even, just inkjet and ballpoint coming out from Nightmare. You know, I love to see it. They've just been so good on them. And now, I think if they can just use that perfectly to their advantage, they can take this next game. But Comet will not let them have this really easy.
I think you got something going. I think you got something going. We have to really see how this will play out because honestly, there's a lot of things going in, and frankly, you know what I say. We have to wait for the games to come out if we want something to happen. Comet could make a comeback here, but it's a bit tough.
I mean, you know, they've just been doing great. I mean, they exchange blows, and going into this next match is going to be huge for them. I mean, we've seen how these two teams have been exchanging blows, so it really just comes down to who can win this next match.
Right, and I'm not too sure how they're gonna do it, but it looks like they're gonna jump into the next game here real quick. So why don't you do the honors?
And as I said before, there comes that ballpoint from Nightmare. You'll love to see it. And now both teams are heading into mid. Depends on who can get these starting pushes, who can get these starting picks, and who can get these starting claims. Whoever does that really just determines who can win this game.
Right, and this is going to be it. They already have the Inkjet on standby trying to push in for it. We do see this almost the same combat as before. The only difference being the NZEP here trying to play out what seems to be the role of going as a Slayer. And now with the first power clamp in for it, Comet is already making their first hitway here with a lot of points coming in. 59 already. They still have 5 more clamps on the back end here. 2 more, and there we go, pushing it again.
Down to 41, but it looks like Comet's getting pushed on now, 2 down. And Nightmare wants to take over mid. They want to get whatever control that they can here. And with the Gal going down, then it looks like they have a little bit more room to really work with. And we do see that they're stuck in the corner, but they jump out just in time to save their Booyah Bomb. And now it's just been keeping them the paint. They get the pick off of 0 here. But the bomb point goes down. This is going to be risky. Nightmare can't really find a spot to move in. And Comet is just able to keep up the pressure.
Right, and this is going to be very tight here. We do see the Tri-Launcher on standby. He has the special ready, just waiting for the opportunity. We are bomb as well, don't forget that. And now they're able to just push in. Nightmare has a chance at another lead here. If they get something, they got it. Go now. Bomb is in, and let's go. Crabwatcher is trying to find some space here for the team. Storm is doing his best, but they're unable to find their mark here.
Excuse me. And now, I mean, they're able to get the starting pusher down to 68, but it's not going to be the biggest one. But it is definitely something to start with. 2 down on the side of Nightmare, and Comet able to keep up the pressure, able to take over the map. Getting to pick off Joe is going to be crucial. Making sure they're just not sharking is really going to be needed here. And they have the plans for another push. Comet is in position, and they have that tacticooler now.
And now, of course, with the Crab Fortress moving in bit by bit, it looks like they're trying their best to make some headways, and unfortunately for them, Comet has nothing right now. They have a power clamp on standby, but with 2 specials on the other side of Nightmare here, I don't think anything can make it happen. The Booyah Bomb is also ready to launch now if they need to defend themselves.
And now we do see the machine coming in. They're getting the pick off the stalks. It's going to be huge here. The double from Comet here, as they're going to be stacking a little bit. Nightmare has a little bit of work to do if they want to take this, but they definitely can accomplish it with 2 minutes left in the match. I mean, here we are. We're just at a standstill, just throwing these fizzy bombs, throwing all the mist, doing whatever they can to just try to get a pick.
Right, and of course, as they try bit by bit, the Booyah Bomb comes in. They're not trying to get anything out of it, but look, it is a good effort here coming in. Nightmare is slowly making their way in. They have 1 power clamp on standby. They just need to try and make some headways. The Fizzy Bomb is slowly trying to get them some space, and Joe coming for a flank here. Oh, nicely done with the scare here, but unfortunately, the only scare that they got was a scare of his own life as they are knocked out for the count.
And now we see that Zap staying strong. Comet able to apply that pressure. There comes that tacticooler again. And it looks like there comes another pick. Nightmare Paloo's able to take them out there and going right with the jet, going very strong. into Comet's base, but they're gonna get taken out by that guy, which is gonna be huge, as Nightmare is just trying to find room to push in here.
Ooh, and here we go, and bit by bit, slowly inching away forward. Nightmare's being picked off one at a time here, and that's caused Comet not letting it out here. They have to make some way to get back, but they're being pushed so hard. I mean, we know they have a very strong early game composition, and this is the downside of it, right? They don't really have the power to turf back unless they're getting like knockouts left and right.
Now the Jet coming, they're trying to cancel it. They want to wait for the jump, but the Jet trying to apply the space. There comes that Kraken in. And they are going in for the jump. Blue gets taken out there. The Kraken coming in there on the side of Comet, just trying to create room for his teammates to really push in here. The Tri-Slash coming in there, Joe getting taken out there. And another one to get a pick. With 30 seconds left, Comet able to stay strong, and they just have to play defense if they want to win this match.
Right, and of course, this is now the time of their lives. They go and try their best to push again back at it, and all I'm seeing is a lot of yellow, not a lot of turfing happening. Just walling them off, but not turfing. That's a problem. Palu has to try and make his way over to the central area to try to turf. They do have a slight advantage here with their power clan, so now if there's anything, they have to push it if they want to make hitways. This is their last attempt here, and they've got something going for them. Nicely done taking 2 picks here into that. I think this is going to be Nightmare's game to win. They just need to throw in bit by bit. 58 in already with a wipeout. 1, 2, 3. There's just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. I think 3 times total if they want to make something work here, and time is ticking. Dalu comes in and they lost their lead. Nicely done.
And Nightmare taking game 2. Now it all comes down to this last game. Will
Nightmare win? I mean, who knows? We did talk about this before, and honestly, yeah, we got something going. Ooh boy, it's kind of rough. It's kind of rough. But here's the thing: Nightmare shown once again they've got something working. They can make it work. It's just taking a while.
And now going into this last match, I mean, these teams have given it their all, and thank you, DJ. It's match point in Nightmare.
Match point, baby, match point. You know, DJ knows what we want, but tension's high. Nightmare needs to clean this up. They need to win. Cannot afford drag anymore. If Nightmare lets this go, Comet might hit with a reverse sweep, and we can't have that happen.
And here we are, Splat Zone's Museum to end it off. Honestly, we could either go for a really fast push to finish off the match, or we could just have a standstill the entire time with these teams running up.
But with Splat Zones, there's no such thing as a standstill to that extent, right? And that's going to be the one limiting factor for them, and especially on a map like this. It's a safe bet to say that we've got something working.
And now, I mean, this is it. This is Comet's last chance to win. I mean, if Nightmare takes this, it's completely over, and they get that bracket reset win. So
right,
coming
players are in.
Starting. And here we are, Squid Junction 44 Grand Finals bracket reset. Nightmare is 2-0 over Comet as the losing team. Can they take this one?
Right, Matt. Again, with me is Matt, I'm Nitera. We're gonna try and see if we can see a making happen. Comet losing their strong and dominant lead here, and will Nightmare take it over? Let's see how this goes, as we already see a very strong start again coming in for Comet, almost charging out the specials here.
Going in right away for the sun here. They have 2 specials right now on the side of Nightmare. They're popping.
There we go.
Trying to create as much space. Or Joe with the crab there, trying to pick out whoever they can. The Kraken from Comet coming out there, trying to just throw them off, but they aren't able to get the pick exactly. And the zone is now capped.
Ooh, Nightmare stops.
The ball point on the side of Nightmare.
Ooh, nicely done.
There. But Joe coming in there, trying to get another pick. They do get the pick
Nicely
here.
done.
But Joe getting
Good
taken out
teamwork.
with Pony.
It's really rough fight there, but it looks like they definitely made it out with just a little bit of spare here, and that's good because they are still in control. They're able to hold on to this right now. The map's looking very much in the favor of Nightmare here. They have to just push it and keep that lead going. It looks like they've taken over, and this is their chance to make it work. They want to snowball this. They don't want to drag this out. You know what happens if you drag it out against Comet. One good strike with all their specials. That's it.
And now that they have that crab ready, they want to apply all the room that they can here. Nightmare has been giving it their all zero on that jet, trying to pick out whoever they can there. But the zone capped. Thusher machine goes on the sudden Nightmare, and Comet is able to cap the zone. But not before Nightmare was able to get a few points on the board.
Right, and of course, bit by bit, they're slowly inching forward. And of course, we do see Pony trying his best to make a play here, coming around the corner with the assist of his teammate, not making anything work, as Thor and Nightmare here is trying to push in forward. But again, picked off by Pony after a revenge kill right there. And the crab is now going on to Miner. I don't think Miner's gonna make it out here, but they lose the crab all the same. Pony's now taking a backseat here, waiting for an opportunity to come back, but no. To no avail. We do see again Joe going in ham here, showing you why he's there as the slayer of the team.
And now Joe able to pick it up there. Zero getting pushed back there with the penalty almost over. Nightmare is going to start getting some points here to add on to their lead. Zero with the Inkjet trying to come in there. They kept this on right as the penalty ends. And they're just keeping this pressure. They go down there, but they're able to keep it up. Nightmare has
good. They're here to keep it up.
Ready. There comes that jet. They have the blue bomb 3 down on the side of Comet. They're going to be forced to jump out there. Down into the 20s for Nightmare. Comet only has one chance if they want to win this game.
They have a pseudo wipe on this one. This is really hard to come back. Comet is in a very tough position here. Joe is now just trying his best to hold everyone back off with his teammates here. Look, there is no turn for them to come in. They have to buy time for it. But the Kraken forcing his way through, trying to make something work. 3, 2, 1. Nightmare cleans up Squid Junction 44. Matt, do you see what I'm seeing right now?
Can't believe it. This is the first time I've seen in a while the losers team. The team from the losers bracket goes into a bracket reset and sweeps 3-0. What an amazing 2 sets we just saw.
Can we get a match point for this? Can we get a match point for this before we actually close off? Daddy Gem! Match pointed! Oh, this is quite the exciting thing. We're gonna have to close off here. So if you haven't realized yet, we are rushing for time for a very specific reason. First of all, we want to thank D-Jam here for doing his best to help us stream the games here tonight. In fact, the entire stream production is all going to his setup and helping us to feedback for the last few matches, for the last few hours. So thank you so much for that. And also, again, Matt, why don't you shout yourself out before I do mine?
You can find me anywhere at Matthew Mega. I'm going to be commentating a lot more, and you guys might see me at Riptide this year.
Ooh, that's exciting. Once again, I'm Ryan Itera. You can check me on my Twitter. And other than that, as your freelance shoutcaster, I got a lot of things coming up for a few of the things that you were seeing in the ads later. So if you heard my voice in Chopro Showdown 6, no you didn't. Alright, so in any case, we have a raid coming up, and D-Jam has to go to work. Thank you, Daddy Jam. Everyone in chat, please give Daddy Jam some love. But other than that, thank you all so much. Once again, Dapple Productions is very proud to, showcase what we have here today. Squid Junction 44. And we'll be signing out in a bit. Any last words, Matt?
Congratulations both teams, and Comet, you guys put up such a great effort, and congratulations to Nightmare for winning Squid Junction 44. And this is us signing off. See you guys in the future.
Congratulations, Nightmare, once again.